Good afternoon, everyone. Today's a historic day for the crypto markets. It is April 14th, the day of the Coinbase listing to the New York Stock Exchange. And we've seen record volume for Coinbase, and it's a historic day for crypto, for the markets, and provides legitimacy to the cryptocurrency space. And it's only the beginning. Very exciting day. We're just getting started. So, funny thing today about the Coinbase listing, I saw a lot of people being bearish, saying, "Yeah, I knew this was overvalued. The Coinbase puts and shorting it would be doing well, blah blah blah." But I like to highlight this that the Coinbase reference price was actually $250 ahead of the listing, and at the $250 reference price, it would value the company around $65.3 billion. So 250, right? But looking at this chart, it premiered actually around 380, it looks like. It reached up to a high of 430 and it dropped down here. But regardless, still a historic day for the crypto markets, and great to see Coinbase out here listed as a public company for everyone. And congrats to all the private investors and people that work for Coinbase and everybody in the space. It's a great day for us all. Want to point out a tweet from Nas. You can see here, Nas was an early investor in Coinbase, as was Kevin Durant. Long crypto forever in sickness and health. So shout out Nas, Nasty Nas, Queensbridge. Rest in peace, Ill Will, one of our heroes. Nas, one of the best to ever do it. Invested early in Coinbase and made off with a killing if you sold. If you didn't, continue holding that crypto. And Earn Your Leisure, actually, this is a great follow as well. Discussed the importance of Coinbase changing the stock market forever. They talked about how Coinbase probably relates similar to a PayPal when it first came out, and of course PayPal is also offering crypto services, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, I believe Bitcoin Cash, and starting comparing Coinbase to PayPal at the early stages. And you can see the possible potential with Coinbase if they're comparing it to that, and how Coinbase can be integrated into various ETFs, part of different portfolios, like with ARK Invest with Kathy Woods, such as how bullish she is on Tesla. And it will also pave the way for a future Bitcoin ETF. And man, just the bearishness was crazy today, seeing how people were talking a lot of trash about crypto. But man, they really don't know what they're talking about. And then I just had my mood basically summarized by this video. Some of you may know it. Shout out Chi Town.
Shop. Cheeky ain't about this. Cheeky ain't about that. My boy a BD on fucking Lamron and them. They say don't be nigga put on no work. Shut the fuck up! Y'all niggas ain't no shit!
Well, yeah, exactly. That's how I feel when I hear no coiners is a term they call it, talk about crypto and just saying it's a bubble and it's overvalued, overbought, whatnot, blah blah blah. It's gonna crash, but we're really just in the beginning stages of this. So some people have asked about certain books that I've read regarding crypto. Um, One book I like to highlight is Bitcoin and Black America by Isaiah Johnson, also known as Bitcoin Zay. So it's a great book. Highlights the disparity of economic opportunities and how certain minority groups, such as the Black community, are limited in their access to resources, economic resources, and thus limited in their opportunities for growth. And it also explains the thesis of Bitcoin, why it's important for minorities to adopt it. And like me, being a Bitcoin believer, crypto believer, I truly believe that this can lead to financial freedom and provide immense opportunities for us that haven't had it before. Another book I like to highlight is an Altcoin Trader's Handbook by Nick Patel. This book I'm actually rereading again. I read this back in 2018, like at the peak of the previous alt market when everything crashed. That's what I'm saying. Like, wow, listen to people who try to talk to me about crypto. Like, they weren't in the space for 4 years. They ain't look at charts for the last 4 years. They weren't on YouTube, on Twitter, on Telegram, on Discord, reading books about the space and trying to increase their knowledge. They just read something real quick and gave their opinion on it. But there's a lot of misinformation out there. Hopefully, I'm providing you guys with valuable information that can help you in your strategies and trading and your investing process. Of course, it's not financial advice, it's just for educational purposes only. But yeah, don't mind them. So, everything, even what I say, take it all with a grain of salt, do your own research, and come up with your own conclusions. Yeah, so Nick Patel even has his own Twitter, Day Trader Nick. You can see his book, and he provides various tweets as well about different altcoins. So it's a great book on how to trade, how to select different altcoins, and he talks about different strategies he uses and assessing market caps and the criteria he uses for what coins to pick and whatnot. And also today, people were talking about shorting Bitcoin or buying puts on Mara, which is a stock related to Bitcoin or Riot, whatnot. But like we talked about the previous videos, Bitcoin broke out, strong volume. Look at that red candle. Perfect retest of the previous breakout level. Touched it, possible, expecting further continuation up. So overall good day in the crypto markets. And I want to highlight Ethereum, man. Ethereum is going insane. What is Ethereum at now? Basically at 2450. And relating it to Bitcoin, you could see how similar these chart patterns are. So this is either a symmetrical triangle, or if you even move this up, it can be an ascending triangle. And this is why I also preach the importance of chart patterns. You could see the same patterns over and over and over again with all these different coins. And once you recognize them, you could pick your own plays and you know when to enter and what plays are strong and whatnot. But similar pattern from Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum's just further along. So Bitcoin literally broke out, right? I had the retest. Might consolidate a little bit and then continue up. Ethereum's just further along right now. And we talked about the ETH BTC pair. Further explanation on the ETH BTC pair. This is CoinGecko. I like to use this website. So you can even organize it by the percentage gain by the day, even 7 days. And you could pick your plays based on this. Either look at what lost the most or what gained the most for the day, and then look at the charts for those. But you can see the past 24 hours, Bitcoin basically unchanged, down 0.1%, ETH up 6.8%. So the difference in these should theoretically be the price of the percentage change of ETH BTC. You can see here, ETH BTC, well, this is the next day already. Since I think at 1700, 5 p.m. Pacific is when the daily close happens. But yeah, ETH moved crazy. So ETH outperformed Bitcoin by like 7% today. Explaining this huge green fat candle. And from the previous video, I predicted that ETH BTC would break past this resistance. Looks like it happened today. And maybe possibly come back down to retest this as support and then bounce up and continue further up. And you kind of want to see that. You don't necessarily want too much crazy parabolic movement up, because the faster it goes up, the faster it can crash too. So kind of like seeing slow, sustained movements. But if ETH keeps going up crazy, I wouldn't even be mad either. And this tweet I noticed, so zooming out on ETH BTC, look how low we are, even though it's very bullish, how low we are compared to the historical moves on it, on this ETH BTC pair. I saw this tweet earlier. The Ethereum Bitcoin price on Coinbase. And this is based on something called the Livermore cylinder. I've never seen it before. But if this happens, and it looks like it's playing out, it will be insane. And maybe ETH BTC to 0.2. So that would mean one Ethereum would be 20% worth of a Bitcoin. You can see 0.2 right here. Insane. So if Bitcoin is 100K or 200K at 20%, ETH could be 40K based on this, which is more than 20 times what the Ethereum price is right now. And let's see. So since ETH BTC is moving up, I would expect Bitcoin dominance to be dropping, which is the percentage of Bitcoin taking the market cap of the total cryptocurrency market cap, the percentage of Bitcoin value of the crypto market cap. And you can see around the weekly chart here, it's continually dropping still. And even if you don't want to use this website, I use this charts.cointrader.pro. You could even just look it up on TradingView. I actually have it charted on here as well. It's the ETH BTC, or BTC.D is the Bitcoin dominance. You could see since back in May 2020, it broke down from this. Then it retested previous resistance, got rejected, and has continued downwards ever since. And thus increasing the market share of various altcoins and decreasing the percentage of Bitcoin compared to the total market cap of cryptos. And today I actually started the morning by seeing this tweet. So earlier this morning, Bitcoin, I think, was down somewhat. It retested like 61, 62K, whatnot. And Bouncer and AVAX getting sent. So Ansem, Black Noise, a young 25-year-old trader, one of the best in the space. He provides a lot of valuable information. So I would say Twitter, YouTube, Discord, Telegram, those are all valuable resources. You don't necessarily need to read books. I've read some books as well about crypto, but just following the right accounts and knowing, having access and knowing what information is valuable can get you very knowledgeable in the space. So Balancer and AVAX getting sent. So this made me want to look at Balancer earlier. Let's look at Bal. All right, so we're at the weekly chart. Man, first off, this looks incredibly bullish. We're above the previous weekly high close, back at around 60, and now we're pushing it to $66. So if you look at this, yep, we've closed very strong volume right here. You can see above the previous high close and continuing upwards. And comparing this to other patterns that we talked about the previous day, everything to me honestly looks like an ascending triangle. So just knowing various chart patterns, right here in the middle, ascending triangle. Once you know these chart patterns, you can apply it to everything. Symmetrical triangle, we'll see this pattern later. Descending triangle in a bearish market. And this right here, I just literally found this on Google Images back in the day. You can see how it's all crumpled up. I literally have this on my wall in front of the computer. And I used to look at it all the time when I was new to this to study the various chart patterns. So everything is online, all the resources that you need. And you could use social media, you can use the internet to your advantage in this. Google, Twitter, YouTube University taught me more than my parents and most of what school taught me. So everything is on there. So there's Balancer. And then he also mentioned, actually, I want to highlight something about Balancer. So I mentioned this website, CoinGecko, before. And we want to talk about the various tabs on here and different resources you should use for picking plays on different altcoins. So Balancer is a DeFi play. So DeFi stands for decentralized finance, and it refers to financial services that are built on top of networks with no central intermediaries. And out of the top coins, you can see Uniswap, Chainlink, Balancer, let's just Control F, all the way down here at 28. You can just click on Balancer. You can see its market cap right here, 721 million. And the max supply is about 100 million. And in this book, in the Altcoin Trader's Handbook, Nick Patel talks about how he ideally wants to see more than 50% of the total supply already in circulation. So this market cap is based on circulating supply. And he wants coins to be at least between 1 million and I believe it was a billion or something. But this is Balancer, and you can click on the link on CoinGecko, and it'll take you to Balancer. It's actually cool kind of using these various tools. You can go on the Balancer Exchange. So this is their website explaining what they're about. But it's an exchange. You could trade whatever, like DAI, which is a stable coin for Balancer, or many other cryptos in the Ethereum ecosystem since it's Ethereum based. And it is an automated market maker, so an AMM. These tools these terms are pretty confusing, so I like to explain them a little bit. So what is an AMM? An automated market maker. So instead of, this is Gemini explaining what an AMM is. So what are automated market makers? Instead of relying on traditional buyers and sellers in a financial market, AMMs keep the DeFi ecosystem liquid with liquidity pools. So they allow digital assets to be traded in a permissionless and automatic way by using liquidity pools rather than traditional markets of buyers and sellers. And they supply the liquidity pool with crypto tokens, and then their prices are based by a mathematical formula based on some algorithm. And you can see here, here's the swap. This is what they're talking about with liquidity pools. So there are different pools. You can put Balancer with Ethereum, and then you just click it, and then you would have to like deposit. You click add liquidity, you would have to deposit some Balancer and Ethereum to the pools, and then you can get certain rewards. I believe so. Swap fee, you get 0.15%. So every trade with Balancer or Rep Ethereum from Balancer Exchange, you get 0.15 percentage of the fees paid to you. So that's the whole point of this. It's kind of like a company, and then they have revenue, and then that revenue gets paid back to shareholders as a dividend. So similar to that, but this is the crypto version with AMMs. And another trade that he mentioned was AVAX. So just like the stock market, crypto has different sectors. So there's oracles such as Link, Band, RLC, platform plays, which are cryptos with their own blockchains, such as Ethereum, Cardano, Polkadot, Rune, um, Binance, and AVAX is one of them. So AVAX, I have it charted here. You can see that I've had this line drawn a long time ago, but you can see a clear double bottom right here. One, two. So one bottom, one double bottom. I have these pulled up. You can see clearly here, I just searched up triple bottom, but triple bottom, double bottom, they're all the same. And you can see the similarities in the price up here, but it held near the highs, indicating further bullishness, and you could see this breakout above previous resistance point. You could even move this up here, and you can see we're right there now. And once it breaks out above this, flips it into support, boom, and continues up, further bullish pattern on AVAX. So like I talked about how different plays are related to different sectors. So AVAX is kind of similar to Ethereum. So since Ethereum is moving, you could possibly relate it to other coins that can be moving as well, that have similar properties or utilities. So that's one way to play the crypto markets too. Let's see. I want to highlight different charts that I saw were bullish today as well. That show different chart patterns. So here is CELR. I saw CELR earlier and go up like 20% or something crazy. So I have some of this from way back in 2018, but this to me already looks like a bull flag. And just drawing support levels, resistance level. So further emphasizing the importance of knowing TA and just being able to spot patterns easily. So you can see bull flag right here, downtrend. And in a bull flag, you kind of want to see lower volume. So exactly lower volume here. So it's in more strength in the bullish move, because if there was increased volume on a sell-off, that would make you more bearish. But since there was low volume and it found support and it hung out around there, showed that it was more bullish. And I want to show different bull flags. So bull flag right here, bull flag in an uptrend. You could see similar pattern here. Breakout happened, and you even see this is kind of like a bull pennant. You can call it a symmetrical triangle, whatever it is. And you'll be able to recognize these patterns pretty easily compared to when it's in a bearish market in a downtrend. So exactly same pattern right here. The breakout, you can see the strong volume right here. So you either play it as an entry here, not financial advice, or wait for the retest of this resistance line and continue upwards. But yeah, so that's another reason for the importance of these chart patterns. So we talked about AVAX earlier, right? So I'll just click this chart. Double bottom. You can see it. And let me pull up SUSHI. I believe it might have been SUSHI that showed similar chart pattern. Kind of like a bottom here, but looks like possible double bottom. But similar chart pattern to AVAX as we discussed earlier. And SUSHI is available on Coinbase Pro. So one of the tabs here So DeFi, NFTs, you can click on DeFi and just sort it by the top coins per category. You see Sushi's right here, number 12. Click on Sushi. Remember how I talked about how you want greater than 50% of the supply circulating? This is 145 million circulating out of a total of 215. So this looks like it's a go. And it's good that the market won't be flooded with supply later on. And if you click here on markets, you can see which exchanges you can buy it on. So you can see Coinbase Pro here, Binance, Sushi Swap. So its own exchange. Sushi has a double bottom pattern, looks like forming here. So I don't want, and you can see increased volume right at support, strong move, and I'd ideally want it to see it break above this resistance and retest, and then wait for that retest and then enter there. Or you can enter here. Whatever, it doesn't matter. And I want to highlight Atom as well. I actually forgot to discuss this coin yesterday. So Atom is also its own blockchain. This coin is available on Coinbase. So remember Link yesterday, how we talked about, look how similar all these charts are. Ascending triangle right here. It just broke out really early on Link. Remember how we said it closed above, look at the highest close of the candle right here, and it had good volume. Look what happened today. Continued up. So Josh had this great tweet. Ask not what is pumping, ask what is yet to pump. This kind of explains why I don't want to necessarily be chasing the coins that have ran up the craziest. I kind of want to see coins that are just breaking out and get into those more so and ride the breakout upwards. So Link yesterday was right here, close. Boom, today. I think it was like a 15% gain. Look at Atom now. Same exact chart pattern almost. But instead of an ascending triangle, it looks like a double bottom. Bottom, bottom, breakout, boom, strong volume. For the continuation upwards or retest this as support, continue upward, but up only. And what else did I want to highlight? So Josh Rager, his name on Twitter is Rager, posted some good plays earlier. So I wanted to look at AAVE actually. Just highlight that. AAVE, we can go on CoinGecko here. Another one people use is CoinMarketCap as well, but CoinGecko is what I like to use. AAVE is the number 5 DeFi play in the whole cryptocurrency space. Max supply of 16 million, circulating supply of 12 million, so above 50% of it is out. This looks like it's a good play. Now let's look at the charts. You can see bottom, bottom, arguably a double bottom or triple bottom, but whatever. You can see the increased volume right here, further confirming the bullish move up. And you could even just look at his chart right here. Sorry, this is Ethereum. But yeah, so I just follow Twitter accounts and then I see what coins they mention. Then I'll chart them myself and see if I agree with it. You could even move this trend line down. I've had this trend line since way before. I'm actually in this coin and move it down here or resistance, it already flipped it to support, or you can keep it back up here where it originally was, or even move it down. But you could see that it's just been consolidating. So consolidating is like low volume near a high. But if it was distribution, which would mean selling, you would see increased volume and then a breakdown from this support level right here down. And I also wanted to highlight, let's see, NEXO. So NEXO is similar to BlockFi with lending. You could gain interest on your coins there, and you can use the NEXO token to gain further rewards. But let's look at this. Every chart pattern almost looks the same. Ascending triangle, rode the EMA, so the 9-day EMA and the 20-day EMA as support, and didn't even touch the 50-day EMA, or this is the SMA. So here I can show you how to add the indicators. Normally it shows up right here. But, yeah, so moving average. I'm only on the free version, so I can't even add anymore. But you can click here on settings. But this is how you would edit it. I don't know why it's not working, but even the volume is an indicator as well. But yeah, so compare this to Link and Atom, right? We saw this breakout right here. No real good volume yet, so I'd probably wait on this one. Boom, we saw the breakout right here. April 12th, good volume, broke out above the triangle, all-time highs. Next day, continued up and has continued up ever since. Let's pull up the NEXO platform actually. Sorry about that. So here, you can earn up to 12%, 8% on your assets on Tether, on USDC, earn up to 8% on Bitcoin. So yeah, this is the NEXO platform. Pretty cool token and utility. And I believe Josh mentioned so Link, and he mentioned GRT. GRT is also another coin on Coinbase. But here, it's kind of multiple patterns mixed into one. This looks like a triangle, some type of triangle pattern to me. But right here, if we zoom in, April 12th, broke out with volume. Next day, continued up and perfect retest of the resistance line right here as support and continued upward. And this actually looks like an inverse head and shoulders to me. So here's one shoulder, the neck, head, whatever, and the other shoulder right here. So here you can see first shoulder, head, second shoulder, and this is a bullish pattern, but if you just want to flip it, so shampoo. But yeah, so similar pattern, just flipped. And you could see that a lot of times this doesn't have, the neckline isn't a straight line. It can be curved like this. And you would see this more as a bearish pattern. And this chart actually is perfect. It shows both patterns in opposite ways. And GRT does look good to me. Flipping breaking above resistance right now, possibly turning it to support. You could have entered right here, or you could wait until this, and I'd expect further continuation upward. The last thing I wanted to highlight was the importance of market cap. This is actually probably the most important thing you'll see in this video. And I'll provide these links in the description down low. So look at this, man. This video, or this article, I'm not sure when this was made, but Bitcoin was less than 4K, ETH was 120. You can see how much we've grown since then. So the market cap, calculating cryptocurrency market cap. The market cap of a coin is used by multiplying total circulating supply by the price of each coin. And you could find circulating supply on sites such as CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. Circulating supply right here, multiply it by the price, that will give you the market cap. All right, and using market cap compared to the price of a coin is a better gauge on indicator of a company's worth and the price of the individual token. So people say they don't want to buy Bitcoin because it's too expensive and this is cheaper, blah, blah, blah. But I'm calculating the market cap and knowing what percentage of supply you can get is a more important measure. And market cap here, Bitcoin has the highest market cap, second to ETH, ETH is second, and you can see Bitcoin is nearly like 4 times higher market cap than Ethereum is. And let's see large cap versus mid cap versus small cap. So there's something in crypto called the money flow cycle. Discussed this before. So money flows from Bitcoin to large caps to mid caps to low caps. And this is an explanation of what those are. So large cap current cryptos have a big market cap. And these are worth more than 10 billion in market cap. So let's see here, which is more than 10 billion. Probably starting right here, Filecoin at number 17. This is the first one over 10 billion. So that's considered a large cap crypto. Mid cap cryptos have smaller market caps, so they're between 1 billion and 10 billion. So from Tron right here, basically almost at 10 billion, but a little less, all the way down to, okay, basically Tron down to the top 100. These are all mid cap cryptos. So right now, we're kind of in the large cap areas. So you see Link, Mooning, you see Cardano doing well, Dogecoin is in this large cap area. Money is circulating between those coins right now. But eventually, when that stops, money will flow into mid caps. So these lower cap cryptocurrencies. And then you want to be in position in those when that happens. And small caps are below 1 billion. So that would be the second page of CoinGecko. And you could see these are 900 million market cap. And Balancer is in here. Some great plays. A bunch of great cryptos in here as well. But yeah, just wanted to highlight the differences of different market caps and what those mean. And the smaller or the lower you go down the totem pole in market cap size, the more riskier the investment is. So if you decide to invest in a large cap crypto, you won't necessarily experience as major growth. They're quote unquote a more safer investment. Not that crypto is necessarily safe. Of course, it's extremely volatile, but just know what you're getting into beforehand. And so mid caps have a lower market cap and they have more growth, but also they carry more risk. Of course, small caps, have even higher risk, and there's even microcaps, which are the smallest and have the highest risk. So that's it for today. It's a long video. Try to watch it on faster speed, if anything. Hope you found something useful today. An exciting day for crypto in the markets, and I was just excited, so I had to get this video off real quick. Please like, comment, subscribe. If there's any other coins that you want me to highlight, I think there was some mentions about WAN and Crow and Ocean. I wasn't able to get to them today, but next video. All right. Good night. Thanks for watching, and peace.